Everybody gets really quiet. Oh, we are on. Good evening. Welcome to the August 26, 2013 Valley View School Board meeting. Welcome to the first full week of school, right? So, actually, this second full week of school. Madam Clerk, take the roll.
Member Campbell?
Here.
Member Sikora?
Here.
Member Felice?
Here.
Secretary Hansen?
Yes.
Vice President Gugis?
Here.
President Quigley?
Here. Tonight we will be led by the pledge by Don Sale, local resident and artist. Don, if you would please. We're waiting for a member of Venegas, but he's running a little bit behind.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, Don.
Thank you, Don.
Great job.
Ms. Hanson, can you read the board affirmation statement, please?
Our mission is to ensure that all students are prepared for college and a successful life, academically, socially, and emotionally, as well as equipped with the necessary tools to have options and make decisions about their long-term goals. This will be accomplished by believing and working towards all students learning through rigorous curricula and meaningful, effective instruction, consequently demonstrating mastery on high-quality assessments with all stakeholders being held accountable throughout the process.
Thank you. Dr. Mitchum, agenda.
Mr. President, I'd like to ask that the board approve the agenda as presented.
Motion.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. The ayes have it. The agenda is approved. Dr. Mitchum, consent agenda items.
Mr. President, I'd like to ask that the board approve consent agenda items 5.1 through 5.4. 5.1 board meeting minutes, August 12, 2013. 5.2 executive session meeting minutes, August 12, 2013. 5.3 gifts for Scoff Independence and RC Hill Elementary Schools. And 5.4 student activities contracts for Scoff and Tibbet with Scholastic Book Fairs.
Motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion and second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, seeing none. Roll call vote, please.
Member Campbell?
Yes.
Member Sikora?
Yes.
Member Felice?
Yes.
Secretary Hansen?
Yes.
Vice President Gugis?
Yes.
President Quigley?
Yes. Next, student and staff recognition. Pillars of Valley View. First up, Member Sikora and Oakview Elementary.
Good evening, Board of Education, senior leadership, community members, and Superintendent Mitchum. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Jan Teppel. People like Jan Teppel are one in a million. As Executive Secretary of Oakview, she wears multiple hats, whether it is mom, grandmother, banker, accountant, organizer, supporter, teacher, secretary, social worker, leader, or colleague. She performs each and every one of these jobs and roles beyond expectations. Stick around long enough and you will know, hear, and see the wonderful things she does. Her commitment to Valley View is rooted in the fact that her children are past students and grandchildren currently attend Valley View schools. Jan Teppel is a pillar of Valley View and the community of Bolingbrook. We are all so grateful to work and interact with such a wonderful person. Congratulations, Jan.
It should also be noted that her son, Ken, used to be a board member and is a lieutenant on the police department. Thank you very much. Next up, Member Campbell presenting Humphrey Middle School.
Good evening, school board, Dr. Mitchum, senior leadership. It's an honor to award the person that deserved the Valley View School District Pillar is Jennifer Osborne. Jennifer has been at Humphrey Middle School since 2001. She works as a supported educational aide. Jennifer is a strong asset to Humphrey Middle School and our students. She's a caring individual that always looks out for the best interests of the students. She is highly requested by the teaching staff to have her in her room for her support. This year, Jennifer has switched over to our Essentials program to work with our students who are struggling in reading. It's an honor to name Jennifer Osborne as a pillar of Valley View. Congratulations, Jennifer.
And last but certainly not least, Romeoville High School. You guys get me.
Good evening, President Quigley, Vice President Gugis, Secretary Hansen, members of the board, Dr. Mitchum, senior leadership, members of the audience, and members of the community. It is with great pleasure that we recognize Joan Waller as RHS's first pillar of Valley View for the 2013-2014 school year. Joan has dedicated herself to the health and wellness of all the students and staff at RHS through her role as a certified school nurse. Joan continuously communicates with students, parents, and staff. Joan coordinates and instructs many CPR classes, not only for the students and staff of RHS, but for the district as well. During her nearly 10 years with Valley View, Joan consistently demonstrates genuine respect for culture, background, and ability while enforcing rules, regulations, and safety procedures. Her interaction with individuals, she serves as friendly and informative. Students enjoy coming into her office, and they know they will be greeted with a warm smile, caring attitude, accurate information, and superior medical service. We are extremely fortunate to have Joan as a member of our Spartan family and are delighted to recognize her as a pillar of Valley View. Mrs. Joan Waller.
Next up, the gold medal winner for entrepreneurship in the Afro-American Cultural, Technological, and Scientific National Olympics. Mr. White, if you would please.
Good evening. Good evening, Board of Education, senior leadership, and community members. I'm excited to be back with a renewed energy, and what renews that energy is when I'm able to, at the beginning of the year, recognize young men like Justin Payton. Justin Payton, who's a gold medal winner, who started his journey back at DuPage EXO organization, where he took 6 months to partnership with the McDonald's company, develop an entrepreneur plan, developed that plan, went back and got it checked and rechecked by them, and won DuPage. Went on to Orlando, Florida, tweaking the little he did with the plan, and won the gold medal for the national championship. He is from Bolingbrook High School. How proud are we? And his mom and dad, who he's accompanied with, Mark and Dorletta, are extremely proud of him. As we talked this evening in reference to, you can hear in her voice, I can't wait until my baby get up there and be recognized. And you know what? I'm just as proud of him as well. And I want to make sure that we pay more attention to what occurs. Also, Bolingbrook High School, as a result of it, also won the award for the school with the most students participating in AXO. There was over 500 students that participated in AXO in the national championship, 15 in entrepreneurhood. I am extremely proud to present to you in our community Justin Payton and his parents, hard workers.
So does McDonald's give you free hamburgers? At least one or two, right? Moving down the agenda, liaison reports. Any and all, please. Board members, starting from my right. Member Campbell?
Yes. I had the opportunity to do a lot of things this weekend. The National School Board Association in Alexandria, Virginia, we had our annual retreat. The retreat is for the National Black Caucus, which I am the Central Regional Director. And the caucuses are set up by the National School Board Association, which I am a voting member of the National Black Caucus, and I'm an associate member of the Hispanic Caucus. But we had our annual retreat this weekend, which was quite long in order for us to march on Saturday. But we talked about things like the statistics of whether it is true that there are more African American males in prison or in college. And so we were talking about some myths like that, and also to see where we're going to go as far as the initiative of the president signed in last July. We had the speaker, a young black man that is representing the young African Americans in the job. His name is David. He was actually in Chicago to participate in the Million Fathers March, and he's looking for like 1 million male mentors. So it was exciting to be a part of this. And some of you, I text Dr. Mitchum as I was in one reception, Everify, that he said he was familiar with, who are out to help African American and to talk about history in a new program they have launched called 306, which is the hotel room where Dr. King actually was killed at. And so it was very interesting to move forth these agendas and to talk about the attack on public education and where we can all come together to the support of all the children. Thank you.
Thank you. Any others? Real brief legislative activity. Both leaders of the Senate and House have appointed a committee of the whole. It's bicameral, so the House and Senate, being chaired by Kwame Raoul, Senator Raoul from Chicago, to solve the state's pension issue, which is starting to loom larger and larger. And one of the reasons it's very important that they solve their pension problem, which is $100 billion and growing, is that their ineffectiveness in bond ratings, the state's bond rating is dropping, is affecting local governmental bodies' bond ability to borrow money, because if you borrow money if you get reimbursed by the state and you borrow money from somebody else, and any of that money is tied to the state, there's a fear that the state will not uphold its end of the deal, and that your bond will not be retired in a timely fashion. So it's affecting local governments of various shapes and sizes. I would expect personally that they will probably take this issue up during veto session. They have a lot of sticking points that they can't seem to get over the hump on. But again, it's a $100 billion and growing problem. It's probably more than $100 billion. They can't even come to an agreement on what the actual number is. But I think that that'll probably be done sometime during veto session. I don't see them calling a special session unless they have 100% agreement between now and November. So that's that. Moving down the agenda, if there's no others. Audience participation. Anybody who wishes to present to the board this evening? Seeing none, hearing none. Moving down the agenda. Action reports. Dr. Mitchum.
No report.
You got
Oh, yes, I do have one
student due
report. I'm
process.
sorry.
Come on, man.
I have a student due process case that I ask the board to approve as presented.
We have a motion.
So moved.
We need a second.
Second.
Motion and second. Is there any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Member Campbell,
Yes.
Member Sikora,
Yes.
Member Felice,
Yes.
Secretary Hansen,
Yes.
Vice President Gugis,
Yes.
President Quigley.
Yes. Ms. Kinder.
No report this evening.
Thank you. Mr. Grazavi.
No report.
Thank you. Ms. Hawks.
Thank you, President Quigley.
Action Report 12.1, we're seeking your approval on the Consolidated Action Report for Certified and Classified Personnel. This consists of 27 items for certified, 25 for classified personnel, and 2 for administrative classified personnel.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, seeing none. Roll call vote, please.
Member Campbell?
Yes.
Member Sikora? Yes. Member Felice?
Yes.
Secretary Hansen?
Yes.
Vice President Gugis?
Yes.
President Quigley?
Yes. Superintendent's information report.
Oh, wait, I have one more,
Oh,
Superintendent
sorry.
Quigley. Sorry. Action Report 12.2. We're recommending the board's approval of the proposed changes in the contractual agreement between the Board of Education of Valley View Community Unit School District 365U and the Valley View Office Personnel Council of AFT-IFT Local 604. These changes would be incorporated into the contractual agreement dated 2012-13 school year through the 14-15 school year. So we're asking your approval this evening.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Is there any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Member Campbell?
Yes.
Member Sikora?
Yes.
Member Felice?
Yes.
Secretary Hansen?
Yes.
Vice President Gugis?
Yes.
President Quigley?
Yes. I want to thank the participants in the negotiations. Everything went very smoothly. It went quickly. It was cordial. I appreciate that. And I know that the people on our side up here that participated in that, and I believe the people on the other side appreciated that as well. And I want to thank them for their service to the district, and we continue to look forward to working with you as we go on. Moving down the agenda now. Dr. Mitchum.
No information reports.
Legal Services, Mr. Alpern.
No report.
Real briefly, with regard to legal services, on occasion, Kathy Elliott is sitting up here. She's much nicer than Jeff and more pleasant to sit next to. Kathy is no longer with the firm of Tressler. I wish her well. She's done an outstanding job for us, but she's moving on, and I just want to state that publicly. So, and I'm sure Jeff will convey that message to me, to her. AFT reports.
No report.
Thank you. Valley View Council report.
No report.
Office Council.
No report.
Thank you. Any old business before the board this evening? Any new business before the board this evening? Any questions from the public on actions we have taken this evening? Hearing none, seeing none. Any announcements by the board? Hold it. Wait. You're not going first. Because everybody else is going to do this. I want to congratulate Member Gugis on his recent engagement. Congratulations on behalf of myself and my family. Why she wants to marry him, I have no earthly idea. But she's an educator. She is a professor at the Illinois State University, correct?
Correct. Yes, sir.
And they're a happy couple, and I'm happy for them.
Thank you, sir.
So.
Appreciate that.
Now, moving down. Anybody else have anything they want to say?
You go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Yours is more important.
Just a couple of quick things. Coming up in October on the 13th, Heart Haven Outreach is having their third annual Heart Haven Hustle, and they are looking for some volunteers to help with some mass mailing over the next couple of days. So if there's anybody interested in wanting to help out, you can contact April at 630-226-8403, and they also will be looking for volunteers on the day of the event. And then finally, I have from the DuPage Township, Take Back the Night, the 15th annual Take Back the Night. It is October 10th from 5 to 9, and the keynote speaker will be James Glasgow, who's the Will County State's Attorney. So look for that information and come out and support everybody. Thank you.
Any other announcements?
Just one. Today is the 93rd anniversary of the 19th Amendment. Does anybody know what the 19th Amendment was? I see a couple head nods. It was women's suffrage, giving women the right to vote. So 93 years ago, that was effective today. 93 years ago.
I have a couple of quick announcements. I'd like to congratulate the Park District on their Summer's Last Bash. We partner up with the Park District on numerous opportunities throughout this district. They use our facilities, and sometimes we use their facilities. And they cut some of the grass, we cut some of the grass, so on and so forth. They're a great partner to work with, and I just want to thank the people, the board members of the Park District, and Ron and his crew from Bolingbrook Park District on having a nice event. And we look forward to working with both park districts from Bolingbrook and Romeoville with all the stuff that we do every year. And they should be commended. I think we have very nice park facilities. And Romeoville is building a brand new state-of-the-art, I don't know what you want to call it, it's fitness and a whole bunch of other facility right in the downtown, the old downtown Romeoville area. So congratulations to them on that as well. I don't think there's anything else besides Rick's pending nuptials. Don't worry, when there's a date, I'll let you all know that too. Any announcements by the board? That's it. Announcements by the administration?
No.
Any announcements by the public this evening? Motion to adjourn would be in order.
So move.
Second.
Motion and second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. We stand adjourned. Have a great evening.